Hey, this is Steven from KiwiboxDotCom. Right now I am talking with Gin Wigmore. How are you feeling today?
Hello. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic actually in the land of Los Angeles.
Yeah, tell me about it. What are you doing in Los Angeles?
Well, I've been hanging out with producers mainly and finding the right one for the record and making my first album, which I'll be coming back to Los Angeles again to do in about a month. So it's very exciting times. But unfortunately, I've only kind of seen inside studios and restaurants basically, so I haven't really explored the area much.
Well, wonderful. Let's start out by talking about your debut EP, Extended Play.
Yeah?
It's been getting...
How do you like it?
I love it, personally. I think it's great. Did you expect for it to get all the attention that it did? So many people are raving about it.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, well, I don't know. It was kind of... It's a bit of a scary thing when you record any kind of music, because you just got to see where it goes. You kind of have to not put too much expectation on it at all, because you hand it out there and you hope for the best, you know. But to have such positive response to it has been fantastic. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So I'm really stoked. And I don't know how. Maybe I'm lucky this year. Who knows?
Well, I mean, the music speaks for itself, and just to talk specifically about the music, there seems to be a lot of different influences on the EP. Who do you personally count as influences? I want to know. Yeah,
well, I'm a bit of a loser, actually. I listen to a lot of soundtracks of recordings, like Les Miserables and Phantom of the Opera and things like that, and I had Edith Piaf and David Gray were probably my two favourites as I was growing up. So it was always not that cool bringing my my tapes of Les Miserables and Edith Piaf to school at 13 years old. But, you know, got me my influences, I guess. So, yeah. I love any kind of musician or with some real powerful lyrics and just passion, you know?
Yeah. I totally understand.
Real love for it.
Cool. Well, what about the full length? What can listeners expect once you start getting the ball rolling on the album?
Yeah, well, more songs for a start, which would be great.
Yes.
And I guess, I don't know, I've got this kind of vision for my first album to be have a real identity for each song. So you get the best out of the whole album, you know. You get 10 or 11 songs, and each song there's no kind of fillers, hopefully, which is what I'm trying to aim for. So just a bunch of really good songs, and really across the board, you know, having a bit of an experiment with all kinds of genres and musicians and musical instruments and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of going to be a bit of a mix, I reckon.
Okay. How, in your opinion, is the full length maybe going to differ from Extended Play, be it musically, emotionally, where the songs are coming from? Do you have an idea of where it's going to head yet?
Well, I think I'm a little bit happier this time round, so there might be some more upbeat tunes, which will be quite nice. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll also have probably a bit more. I really want to bring in some more backing vocals and get that kind of stuff going with some singers to build things up. Maybe more than instruments could. You know, maybe instead of having, for example, maybe a big drum fill, I'll get 3 singers in the room to do a big wail on it. Who knows? Something like that. Like I've got this real gospel head on at the moment, but then I want to mix that with a little bit of pop and a bit of just fun, really, I guess, on a lot of tunes. So I think it's going to be a little happier, maybe a bit brighter than Extended Play.
Okay. How come you decided to choose LA as the recording location?
Well, it purely comes down to producers, really, and I haven't really made up my mind yet. I'm going back to Australia on Saturday, and I think I'll have a sit down, get a cup of tea, and really mull it over in my head. So, but I've got some pretty good ideas of who I'd like to work with. So I guess it's kind of figuring out the schedules and everyone's schedules and working it out. But I've fallen in love with LA at the moment, so I'm pretty excited to come back. And your weather's been treating me very well, so it would be nice to come back soon.
Wonderful. Well, a lot of critics and fans have come to love the EP specifically for the fact that the songs on it are so honest.
Yeah.
Would you consider that, or would you say that writing your songs and performing them is kind of a way of dealing with certain issues in your life, or is it a therapeutic outlet for you? What kind of gratification does it give?
It's very therapeutic. I think I'd be an absolute mess if I didn't write about all the dramas of my life. It's definitely a way of venting whatever's going on, and I really do like to be honest and pour whatever I'm kind of feeling on the line, because it's the only way I could really do it. I think I'd have a hard time playing a song a million times if it was if I hadn't experienced it or been a part of something to do with it. So. Honesty really gets me through. A lot of the live shows as well. It's great to draw on an experience. It can mean that you can really pour it out a lot more. And so, honesty is definitely something I'll remain with throughout my music.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Who would you compare your own voice to?
I don't know. I've always thought that it sounds. Have you heard much of David Gray?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, see, I always thought maybe I'm being a bit, I don't know, out myself or something, but I thought maybe David Gray, female version, a little bit.
Okay, yeah, I could hear that.
You reckon? Maybe a bit.
Okay.
And I think I'd like to think that I've got the passion, I guess, or soul and tortured presence of someone like Edith Piaf.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess those two would kind of be. That's who I hope I'd get compared to.
Excellent. So this is the most personal question of the interview, but in the video for Under My Skin, I noticed you had a tattoo under your upper left arm. I was wondering, what is that a tattoo of?
What is that a tattoo of?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's actually, I had a wicked holiday in Bali with my best mate, and we went over there, and I think we'd had a few whiskeys by that stage, but we thought, hey, should we dare each other to get massive tattoos on the side of the street in Bali, the most infested area of Kota Beach? And we thought, excellent, sounds like a plan. So we both got them, and she got one all over her foot, and I got one all under my arm, and it was just kind of freehand, so we had no idea what we wanted. We just thought, hey, we'll do something kind of Kiwi-esque, island-y, kind of, And he just drew it on straight away. So we had no sketch. Usually you have like a sketch or a drawing with a tattoo, but it was just straight on to the old machine. So this was quite interesting. And antibiotics, course of antibiotics later, and it was perfect.
Wow, very bold, if I may say so. So while you're recording this upcoming album, are you going to plan on maybe playing some shows in the U.S. if that's where you end up recording it?
I don't know. I kind of like when I'm recording, I quite like to just keep in recording mode and let my roots grow out and just be a bit gummy for the 2 months that I'm doing the record and just write and really get in that mode, and then after that just do loads of shows and gigs. So I'm not sure if when I come back I'll do so. I might do a couple, just little secret spots, but I think I'll probably do that a bit later in the year when I'm promoting it, the album and everything. So, but never know. Something could happen. I'm always keen to play, so we'll see what I can muster up.
Okay, well, this is the last question, but what else can we expect from you, I guess, aside from recording the full-length album? Anything else in the works?
Anything else coming up?
Anything else in the works?
I think that's enough on my plate actually at the moment. I'm going to go back to Australia and have a few barbecues and swim at the beach for a month, and then I think that's all that's on my agenda for the moment. I don't really like to look too far into my schedule because it frightens the hell out of me.
Well, then only concern with the present. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Jen. That's all the questions.
Oh, thank you. Lovely to have a chat to you.
Yeah, definitely. And look forward to hearing the full length. I love the EP and
Excellent.
A lot of anticipation.
Excellent, cool. And I can't wait to talk to you then when it's out and I can hear what you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
All right, well, have a good day.
All right, you too.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty.
Bye.